Hello everyone, it is that time again for some more Teamfight Manager 2. We are lined up with Sand Prowlers. That is our next game. So we're going to go straight to practice match. They are at the bottom of the league, but we should still respect them because they are still in the same league as us. And when we first came up, we did beat some teams we shouldn't have beaten. So we definitely got to be careful. We don't want to just, waltz into this and like it's going to be nothing, because we could drop the ball. It's all going to come down to my pick bans and items, of course. All right, who do I want to get rid of? Who do I want to try and build around in this practice game? I want to try Shadowmancer, because Shadowmancer has done well in the past. Yeah, who would Shadowmancer go well with? He has a root. Yeah, and does damage to an immobilized enemy. So I suppose that would be good with Dual Blader in the jungle. And I think, yeah, and then Cavalry would work well with him. The Dark Mage would, but I don't want to have like dual mages. I think I just want the Shadowmancer with someone physical damage that roots. But then again, Dual Blader, Cavalry, they're kind of whatchamacallums, jungle champs. Is there a decent lane champ that roots? You don't do, no. No, I don't. I suppose the bomber, but the bomber, that's a mine. Yeah, I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head. Just Cavalry, Dual Blader. Okay, so if we're going to build around that, I don't know if I want to leave the bomber open. I'm going to get rid of Illusionist because it's just generally strong. I would like to pick Fighter, but if I'm going to try and pick Shadowmancer, I guess get rid of Cavalry, but Berserker is going to be a bit of a problem. I might leave Cavalry in. Oh, that's risky though, because it's attack, armor, and magic resist are all up. But my thinking is, if I've got Shadowmancer, Dual Blader, they would just dive in and burst. Because you also got like Berserker. I don't know, they're both so strong. I'll get rid of Cavalry. Okay, so now they're not going to pick Shadowmancer early, so I might delay that pick. Dual Blader, I think they could pick early. Then, like, got Hammer or Monk top, I'm thinking. Then who supports? Yeah, who's going to be a good support here, actually? I guess Druid, because it's going to have those minions floating around. Yeah, I don't know. Shadowmancer, Dual Blader. I think I pick Dual Blader. They're gonna go Demon Whip. Yeah, Whip is maybe a problem. If I go Shadowmancer Bomber, maybe the Bomber outdoes it. Okay, they did go Berserker. That's fine. So now I'm looking at Hammer or Monk. Monk obviously has the heals. Because what I could do is go, say, Monk, and then a healer. Then again, I don't know if that's a good choice. Like Monk Pythoness. But I'm not too sure about that. Druid. I guess Druid just gets wrecked by all four of those opponents. Plague Doctor. I suppose it'd be good for Bomber. Not that great for Shadowmancer. Could try Exorcist. Or I could just pick both Monk and Hammerer. Put Monk in the support slot. He can tank for the Bomber. He also has a stun, heal, shield, movement speed boost. Yeah, and Hammer can do the lockdown. Yeah, let's give that a go in this practice match. Man, they have just gone all damage. Right, this is the lineup plan. Bombs and shadows. That's what this team comp is called. Okay. So we've got Hammer against Demon. That sounds pretty good to me. Who's splitting? I guess I'm going to have to put Zaza on the split, but none of those really split that well. I don't want to split off Bomber, because Bomber could split well in theory, but I don't want to get him caught out on his own. Not with a Berserker Demon running around. Bottom, in theory, should be pretty good. Initialize is going to struggle a little bit, sort of in the later stages of the lane phase. But yeah, classic on the Bomber. He's just gonna wreck those ranged champions. Don't know how Shadowmancer is going to do against the Vampire, but if he stays at range, that should be chill. We're not going to counter gank, or counter jungle. We're just going to gank. Do mid, bottom, all lanes. He can gank all lanes actually. Then yeah, we're going to stick to our do not join early serpent. Be flexible. I don't mind giving it up. And then, oh, do we dive? We're like halfway between like dive and poke, but I'm gonna go with poke. My hope is that we do good damage at range with Shadowmancer Bomber, and then we dive in with our melee. That's gonna be the theory. Then again, maybe I should just dive with the melee, because that is Monk Hammerer. And then Dual Blade Shadowmancer can burst quite a lot. Even Bomber. Yeah, even Bomber on top. You know what? I'll go with the dive. Because I think we have a lot of burst. If we just commit, we could burst someone down. Especially, they're all squishy. So, yeah, because like Vampire and Berserker can get a bit of tank on them. But they are also often quite squishy. Okay. They're basically all physical, it's just the Vampire. So of course we're going to go physical defense. I think I'll go attack speed then HP if it goes long. Should I do... Yeah, I'm going to have to go physical defense across the board, I think. And just sort of hope we can kill the Vampire quick. Yeah, if it doesn't pick up any defensive items, we will be fine. No. I think I'm just going to go full glass cannon with the Shadowmancer. Well, no, they have so much physical damage. Let's get the second item as defense. Yeah, I think that's going to be decent, because I do need some damage in the opening slot, so we're going to do that. Alright, now, is the Bomber better attack damage? Or is it better as better at attack speed? No, his attack speed is so slow. What am I thinking? We just go full attack damage with him. And also pick up a defense. I think so. And now, yeah, we just do defense, magic, and magic with Monk. The thing is though, the support, it's probably only going to get first item. Second item, I mean, I remember watching that 17-minute game. And the Pythoness hadn't even fully built a second item. So third item I don't think it really matters. But yeah, I'm gonna try this. I think the bomber is going to be better with attack speed. Because its base attack speed is 0.67. And its sort of attack damage is quite decent. You know, it's only 37 less than the dual blader. Then again, hammer with attack speed. I'll try him with attack damage actually. Because attack damage is going to give him some self-healing as well. It's only going to be a little bit. But it means, well, to be fair, his skills scale off of attack damage. So maybe giving him some of that, because he doesn't scale much attack damage. And I know he's supposed to be a tank, like a control sort of tank, but if he locks onto a squishy, like if he locks onto the demon and the demon doesn't have any defense items, he'll be able to kill it pretty fast. Anyway, let's stop faffing around. Let's go in. Highlights, of course, because this is a practice game. Right, how's this going? We get the banish, so we get to focus down the gambler. That's fantastic. Oh, but I think LJ survived. Oh, he's gonna go down now. He almost survived. Oh my god, that whipper with the double kill on the too low. But Classic is gonna get the revenge. Oh, nice. Oh my god, Initialize being focused down by the whole enemy team. He really tried to get out of there. Yeah, the opponent's got a lot of damage. And I mean, we have a lot of damage too, to be fair. Especially what's really good is we have burst. Yeah, burst against squishies is pretty decent. Because having like slow damage over time, it's not. I don't think it's that great against the squishies. You want to get them out of there as quickly as possible, because usually they're squishy because they do a lot of damage. Cool. That whipper didn't do much damage to the Shadowmancer. I suppose maybe later in the game it will. Oh, I just missed Initialize going down. I was changing the volume. Oh my god. What an even game. What's Zazel going in there for? Jesus. Not doing very good engagements, but that was some pretty good work by Classic. Get the banish, but not able to make use of it. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage real quick. Let's see, there. Berserker does have magic defense, which is interesting. But we have a lot of physical damage, so it doesn't matter too much. Initialize is being crumped a little bit. And that was physical damage he was receiving. So I'm not that happy with the speed at which he died. Oh no, Vital being taunted by the gambler, that is one issue. Yeah, you know, the bomber is doing really well here because we've got a lot of stuff that locks down the enemy. If we stun and root them inside the bomber's the skills, because the thing is, without any crowd control, the bomber doesn't hit the mine or the big ultimate bomb. So yeah, we do have a decent comp for the bomber, but he does like going into melee. Yeah, I'm not really impressed with the monk here. But then again, who would I have gone? Because they've got such high damage. I'm thinking a bit like, if I went like Chef or Pythoness, it would have been worse, I think. Would have been more healing. So there's potential there. Yeah, this game is not 100% over unless we get wiped here. We lose 2. Classic gets, yeah, he gets the switch. And now it is probably over now. Yeah, we can't really defend. If they just decide to attack, yeah, we can't defend against all of this. Jesus. Yeah, that vampire getting 8 kills. Wow. Well, that went much different to how I expected. I assumed that like a hammer and monk could tank and then we'll just burst them down. Jesus, if they pick like a heavy attack, a heavy damage comp in the proper game, I don't know what we're going to do against it. Well, we've won the last 2 games that we played against the Sand Prowlers, and we are 82% fan favourite. But that practice game didn't fill me with a lot of confidence. I mean, of course we had a couple of... we had 3 B-teamers in, but... still, if you get a good comp, I don't know how much the players matter. Right. Now, I liked that comp that I played, but I would need some decent bans. Well, I think I'm gonna look for a Pyromancer comp, but I will keep myself open. So what do I need to ban? Ban the bomber. There goes the cavalry. I would like to pick the fighter, but if I get first pick, I'm not gonna be able to grab it. Let's just get rid of that. They get rid of the pyro. Okay. So we're gonna have to pivot. What sort of comp? Who's gonna be my magic damage? I guess we'll go for Ice Mage instead. And I get rid of the demon. I think the demon was real strong. They get rid of the whipper. That is pretty decent. Okay. So I'm looking at Ice Mage mid, Sniper bottom, maybe Illusionist support. That's Ice Mage Illusionist, some good control for the Sniper to stay safe. Then we could do like Hammerer or Knight top for a little bit more like control. Then actually the jungle, but jungle's pretty free. The question is, what are they gonna pick? I think I just first pick Illusionist. Okay. I think I'm still on for Sniper Ice Mage. Yeah. Android Pythoness. Interesting. Now I need jungle and top. So, do I go Hammerer or is that a bit of a waste here? There's also Jiangxi, which is a really good tank. Kind of tempted by Knight. But then again, it's like the taunts. I don't think I need the taunt. There you go, Hammerer. Now I need a jungle. So, Dual Blader is open. Magic Knight could even go there. Inquisitor is pretty good. What am I up against? Yeah, I've already got decent magic damage. Illusionist is not going to do too much from support because I will give him the defense item. Yeah, Ice Mage, Sniper is quite a lot. But then again, Magic Knight does do really strong hybrid damage. He does do both. I'm very tempted by Magic Knight here, actually. Yeah, let's do Magic Knight jungle. Oh, okay, they've gone dual healer. And one tank. To be fair though, they've got both physical and magic damage, so that's annoying that I can't just pick the one item, but we'll see. We'll figure something out. Okay, that's how I'm setting up. Right, what is the best way to do this? We'll do poking. Of course, we have Sniper, Ice Mage, Illusionist. They don't really have any ranged damage. Keep everything the same. Focus mid-bottom, I think, this time. Okay. Maybe do a HP for the Hammerer. Yeah, we'll do that. Do attack speed, magic, attack speed, I think, for the Magic Knight. It's got pretty high attack speed. Actually, a really high attack. Really high base attack. And scaling attack. It's higher than the whatchamacallit. It's higher than the Berserker. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's good. Could be very glassy. So hopefully that's okay. Ruby. Maybe do magic resist against the vampire. The problem is later you're gonna have the Berserker jumping on top. Yeah, the problem is the vampire does so much damage. Like, maybe we can just control the Berserker, but then you can control the vampire as well. That is a toughie. Let's just check the item. So magic resist, you do get 400 HP, but it also reduces skill damage, which I'm assuming it counts physical skills. That's not the one I wanted. It's half as much health, and no regen. I'm gonna go with the magic resist. Yeah. Yeah, do Chicago as glass. Yeah, and I think initialize. No, you know, change my mind. I'm gonna go with HP because I can't decide which one's gonna do more damage. I like to pick the defense item based on what the most damage or most threat is coming from. And I can't decide here. So I'm going to go with HP because that just covers you for both. Alright, let's go in. Game 1. Let's see what we can do. Really hoping Magic Knight and Sniper pop off. Ruby should be able to do some decent damage, but mostly want the Ice Mage for the control. Oh my god, are we being counter-jungled? Being counter-jungled real hard. Okay, initialize going forward. Doesn't have any regen yet from the HP item. Yeah, Vital's gonna do just fine against the Chef. Not gonna be able to get a kill, but he's put down so much damage. Chicago's running forward. I don't really know why. I guess he wants to try and get a kill, but yeah, you'd also have to let me know what the best item set is on the Sniper. I kind of like going with the 2 attack speed plus 1 attack damage, but maybe attack damage is better because headshot would do a lot more damage if you go, say, triple attack damage. But then you get the crits from attack speed and the movement speed, which I enjoy all those things. Ooh, their vampire getting way too greedy. Way too aggressive. Okay, yeah, initialize is not going to be doing much damage. The illusionist does have a high potential to do damage, but he has so much crowd control that I think he plays decently in a support role, in all honesty. Oh my god, Ruby's got to be careful. The jungler's right around the corner. He was literally in lane, actually, at that point. Yeah, Vital is being pushed back to the tower, but I don't think it'll take too much tower damage. Trying to engage into Serpent, but it's a really messy engagement. We're being pushed out. No deaths yet. Yeah, there's no deaths. But Initialize is so low. It doesn't have the HP regen yet from the item. I think it might be next level. It's taking a little bit of extra damage. Matumba Man is on the low side. Might be worth getting an HP item for jungler, just because then they can gain health as they jungle. Keeps them in the jungle longer. But then that would mean I'd have to drop a damage item from him. But I suppose they have to go back to get new items anyway. An attempted gank coming in at bottom, but nothing coming of it. Yeah, Vital doing well in the top lane. Let's see, nothing really happening. Matumba Man trying to get the gank, but their vampire is on board with that. Initialize trying to get involved as well. Oh, he needs to get a skill off, but he's not able to get any CC off. Oh, the Berserker jumps in, huge amount of skills. Matumba Man almost goes down, but Ruby saves him. And we're able to get the kill on a Berserker. That is pretty decent. Now Morgard is up. What is our plan? What are we going to do? Vital, trying to get some tower damage. Not able to do too much. He's now ready at Morgard. Initialize Ruby and Chicago on their way in. Matumba Man doing the split. We are focusing on the android. Not a great target, but it is almost down. But it shields again. It does go down, but we've taken so much damage on Chicago. Although, in trade, we do get the vampire down. And we should be able to get the cook. We've got decent damage. Yeah, there we go. So we do get a 3-for-1 deal. Not too unhappy with that. Now we're trying to get Morgard. The Berserker is ready and waiting. Gonna have to be careful about that. Initialize is not in a great position, although he does have the HP item. I did build him to be a little bit on the tanky side. No, the Berserker's decided to give up. Decided not to go for it. Yeah, actually no, he didn't give up. He decided to join his team with Serpent. Now we are all mid. Are we going to push mid? Okay, and they're coming mid. So there's going to be a big fight mid. We take the tower. Oh, but two of the team members decided to go back. Initialize and Chicago were still in lane and they got 2v4 ganked. That was unfortunate. If the other two team members stayed around, we would have had a little team fight, but yeah, that was unfortunate. Now Matumba Man is being collapsed on. He does get a tower, but the entire enemy team is here. Yeah, their Pythoness doing some damage. We get another tower though. We've gotten 3 towers. Ruby able to use his skills to keep the entire enemy team back. And again. Oh, but Chicago taking huge damage from the vampire. Oh my god, not able to get out of there. Jesus, I very much underestimate the vampire. Right, sometimes it does so well and sometimes it does really, really bad. Oh my god, Initialize. He's able to withstand a bunch of damage to destroy another tower at mid. Vital doing a great job tanking. Ruby and Initialize to back him up with the damage and the control. They have no magic defense. They just have physical damage and HP. So Ruby and Initialize and Matumba Man can all do a lot of ability damage, a lot of magic damage to the opposing team. That is fantastic. Yeah, and the game seems to be swinging in our favour. Morgard is up in 5 seconds. Wonder if we'll go for that. We do need to hit the vampire pretty hard. Initialize getting jumped on by both their damaged characters. He almost escaped it. I was going to say he gets out, but well, Ruby doesn't have the same sort of defense as Initialize. But he does manage to stun them or freeze them. When Timberman, actually, Magic Knight is not so bad of a split. Yeah, he can actually do a decent amount of wave clear. Chicago try to control middle. And the whole, well, 4 members of the enemy team is up at Morgard. Vital slowing them down, causing them to pop ults, but we are 3v4. Timberman is coming in to assist though. We go straight for the vampire. Chicago goes down. Oh no, but the vampire gets shielded. We do get a couple of kills on them. Oh my god, we team wipe them. Almost. Yeah, there we go. We team wiped them in exchange for Chicago. No way. That. I honestly, Initialize and Timberman went so low on HP. I thought we were going to lose that fight, but oh, we decided to bail on Morgard. We should have done that earlier, because if we, after we team wiped him, we just pushed towers, we would have won the game. Oh my god, my Timberman is so low, refuses to go back. Initialize is low, he does have the healing from the HP item, but it's very slow. Yeah, a little bit indecision there. Either needed to go for Morgard or immediately after the team wipe, go for the base kill. Now the whole enemy team has respawned and we're back on Morgard. We are all full health though. So we'll have to see if the opponent tries to engage. Looks like they are going to go for it. But if we can kill, we're focusing. Oh my god, we killed the Pythoness. We're focusing the vampire. Vampire did just get full health. Chicago does go down, unfortunately. They do target him straight away. Vital being focused by both their damages, but we're not able to take advantage of the situation. We're splitting our damage. Ruby's trying to kill the chef, which he should be able to, but it's going to take a damn long time. Okay, we do get that chef kill. But yeah, that was a 2-for-2 trade. Not great. And we lost bottom tower, but we took top tower in return. It's pretty decent. Yeah, that was not such a great team fight, but what I'm noticing is they do just jump straight on the sniper. And Initialize, what's supposed to happen is Vital, Ruby, and Initialize are supposed to protect the sniper. But it's not seeming to work. We're gonna kill the Pythoness. He drops his ult on the way out. Chicago caught on his own. That was not the fault of the team that time. He just got rushed. Yeah, Chicago's having a rough go of it. He's got no kills, but maybe he's got a lot of damage. He's behind on items. Not to his lane opponent, but yeah, he should definitely. But he's way behind Ruby. He shouldn't be that far behind, but he just keeps being focused in every team fight. That's the issue. Oh, Vampire, man. It's so much better than I thought it was. Gonna have to try and learn a Vampire comp. Oh my god, Chicago again caught away from the team. We are gonna get their Pythoness in return, but Chicago is the better target. We are also gonna get the android, so there's at least that. Vital is trying to poke at the base. My god, Timberman losing 1v1 to the vampire. Yeah, Vital put down a lot of damage. I did give him an attack damage item. I'd like to see him doing damage so that I can just sort of get a gauge of whether that attack damage item was a good idea. I think it's probably better than the attack speed, in all honesty. Okay, we are attacking. We get hit by Pythoness's ult. Sort of having to run away. No deaths yet. Timberman will have to base. Ruby struggling at top. We're going to go for Serpent. But I think the opponent's coming in to contest. Ruby's caught on his own. Oh my god, that is one hell of a scary Berserker. He is so fast. Yeah, Vampire Berserker. They are very, very strong against us. Damn, they are actually going to just run through our team. Holy crap. Yeah, attack speed item Berserker is crazy. Oh, Jesus. It's just swung massively into their favor. 4 of our team members have gone down. That is not great. I don't know, I just thought we have triple control champs. And they only have Berserker Vampire as damage. And for some reason, we're just not controlling them. They're just coming in and destroying us. Yeah, Matuma Man goes down. I very much underestimated their damage. I thought that we'd just stun them, control them, and kill them. But I suppose Sniper's damage over time is not great against their damage. Like their Berserker Vampire seems to be doing a lot of burst damage. So yeah, Sniper's not great. We do get a couple of kills in this team fight. One of which is the Berserker, but the Vampire is still able to do his job. So we lose Ruby. Initialize fighting against Android Chef. It's not receiving much damage because they don't do much damage. But the Android is so tanky now. It doesn't have any physical defense though. He's got HP and magic defense. Yeah, so Sniper can do some work against him. But I suppose most of our damage is magic. Right. Going to defend the base. Vampire alone, we do pick him off when he's on his own. It's got triple magic items, so he's squishy. We pick off the chef, but it does get the top tower. And Matuma Man is fighting the android, but there are two other team members, yeah, waiting, and a Berserker jumps in. Matuma Man trying to run away. He is slightly faster than a Berserker, but a Berserker might recharge his leap skill, and that will kill him. He manages to get back to base. Oh, but he turns around. Oh my god, he was so lucky that the Berserker didn't swing. Okay, we are slowly going for more guard. Oh my god, Chicago's in a really bad position. Don't know, maybe he's not going to get punished. No, he is. He is going to be. Oh my god. Yes, Chicago is, Chicago has just had such a bad... Oh, we did get more guard. He's had such a bad game. Now they're going for Serpent. We're trying to contest, but we're not all here. It's 5 versus 3. No one's dead yet, but Vital is stuck. Yeah, he is so tanky, but not against the entire enemy team. Holy crap. But we did interrupt them getting Serpent. Oh my god, that was some good work by Ruby. Clearing a whole wave, stopping them from moving in. Okay, we do decent damage against the Vampire. But Initialize went down for it, and we didn't get the kill. Ooh. The opponent has actually got the gold lead. This is not good. Vampire Berserker combination. Oh, Chicago's just being farmed. The whole point of this comp was to have enough crowd control to protect the sniper. But Jesus. With 3 heavy crowd control champions, we can't protect the sniper. That's crazy. And they have 2 champs we need to control. Ah, this sucks so much. Okay, doing some decent damage, but we're outnumbered again. To be fair, do a lot of damage. If Matuma Man gets involved, minions are pushing the top tower, which is great. Can we focus down a Vampire? Yep, Vampire dives in. We focus him down. That is good. If we could also kill the Berserker, that's all their damage, and we could win, but we're too scared. We run away. Oh my god, we do a ton of damage though. Ruby doing a ton of damage. Now Initialize is doing some decent damage as well, but he doesn't have many damage items. Now Vital comes in. Stuns him, but we're not going for the finish. Oh my god, if we killed him, that would put the perfect rotation on the respawns of their damage characters. But we are going to get Morgard off the back of this. And we might be able to take back control of this game with the super minions. When Tumman's going back to base, which I don't like, we should push a lane hard. Can we kill the vampire? That'd be fantastic. No, he survives, but we switch onto Berserker and kill the Berserker. That's amazing. The team has finally figured out who we should focus. We get the android as well, because we're pushing the vampire back. Oh my god. Kill 4 of their team members, and holy crap. What a sudden turnaround. Like, we were dominating all game, and then they started dominating, and then all of a sudden at the end, we turned it around. Whew, that was stressful. Like, I thought we had lost that for sure. Ruby doing a ton of damage and getting a ton of kills. Like, Pyro may be better in damage, but the Ice Mage damage is still good, but it also get a little bit of the control. And yeah, Chicago had a right bad game. I don't know how he got a 7 rating. He didn't even do any damage. Not really. Jeez. Yeah, this... I don't know. I thought Hammer, Ice Mage, Illusionist would be enough control to protect a sniper, but apparently not. Apparently the Berserker just runs past. Yeah, that is crazy to me. Yeah, the Berserker and the Vampire, absolutely crazy. I'm gonna have to try the Vampire, because that was ridiculous. Sometimes it goes so crazy. I just, the problem is I don't really know how to make good use of it. Okay. So let's get rid of the demon. Or do I first pick demon? Because I could do demon bottom. Then who would I put him with? I could do not fighter. Because if I put fighter in, no, I don't know. I think I'll go fighter top. I'll see if I can get fighter, or maybe fighter jungle, monk top. I guess demon jungle, but I don't know. Demon lane is pretty good. Demon jungle's good though too. Alright, I might try and line up demon jungle. Then again, I should first pick Pyro. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Bomber. Maybe they get rid of... Oh, okay, they got rid of Pyro. Alright. So maybe I get Fighter, Demon. Line up one of those as first pick. Let's get rid of Ice Mage. Okay, they get rid of Demons, so I'm going to try and first pick Fighter if they leave it open. Which means... who is kind of scary? I guess maybe Ban, Hammerer, or Illusionist. Alright, let's get rid of Illusionist, get rid of Cavalry. I'm going to first pick Fighter. Okay, Gambler, Whipper. Not too bad. Means I'm not going to go with any ranged champions. I'm thinking Vampire. We could just do what they did. Vampire Berserker. Vampire mid. Berserker jungle. Fighter top. But I don't need to pick either of those two yet because they can't pick them. So now I need to figure out what do I want. Bottom and support. Could go Plague Doctor. Because the Plague Doctor boosts like speed and attack speed. There's also this Ritual Rush skill, level 3 skill, causes their attacks to dash towards the target. So that's pretty good for melee. So I could go Plague Doctor support with a full melee comp. Yeah, they could pick Hammer though. If they did that, would be pretty screwed, I reckon. But if they do that, I guess the counter would be I'd need someone with attack damage to penetrate the armor. Then again, oh yeah, I'm gonna have Vampire for magic damage. Yeah, let's get Plague Doctor. If I'm gonna go Vampire Berserker, maybe Pole Warrior. I kind of like the idea of Pole Warrior in a melee comp. Pole Warrior is really good. Yeah, right. Let's see what they pick. Okay, Magic Knight, that's fine. Ninja, absolutely fine. I think we're in the clear. Let's go Vampire Berserker. The Docker Bear. So Docker Bear is really the only scary thing, because like Whipper, Magic Knight, and Ninja, they're just gonna die instantly. Gambler, it's gonna what's called taunt as well. It's technically charm, but it'll pull in all the melees, and then the melees will just kill. So that is pretty good. Right, so I think I'm gonna line up this way. I definitely want a vampire on either mid or bottom, and because we have a 10% boost, Ruby has a 10% boost to Pole Warrior. I think that is going to be the play in the middle. Then I'm hoping Plague Doctor pops. He boosts attack speed and movement speed. Also causes dashes. I wonder how range affects melee skills. Does that still give them that extra range? Because if so, that's bonkers. Right, we do have Docker Bear to deal with at the bottom, but that's actually, I think, really good for us. Especially Ninja in the lane. Because the thing, I just realised they're basically all physical. We've just got Magic Knight. It's going to be a problem. But yeah, Docker Bear being in support means he's not going to get many items. Like really just one, maybe up to 1.5 items. Full items. And so he's not going to be doing much damage. Because the thing with the Docker Bear, he should be decent against melee because he has 2 like cone attacks. So yeah, like if we were all to jump on him, he'd oh, I just realized his ult has a root. Yeah, I know, I want to like the Docker Bear, but it's usually doesn't do too much. I think I'm gonna who do I have split? The Vampire can't split because I need, he's my only source of magic damage, so I want him in the team fights, even though Vampire is a very good splitter. I think I will just have to go, unless I just don't split. Yeah, for objectives, I will split Vital on the fighter. But I think once we get the buff, I'm just going to roll around as a 5-man team. Or maybe Ruby. Oh, but that's the thing is, I like Fighter and Pole Warrior to be attacking enemy champions because they got the stuns and slows and stuff, and the gap closing. Yeah, they'll just have to group as 5. I think that's risky, but we definitely need to dive for sure. And I will gank, and I think I'm actually going to do top mid. I like to do mid bottom because I like to build mid and bottom champions because they're the carries usually, but I want to have top in the focus because the biggest threat is going to be Magic Knight, I reckon. I think that's going to be the biggest threat. Alright, so how are we going to do this? Okay, fighter's already set up. Attack speed, magic resist attack speed. You know what? I'm going to go defense. I'm just going to say the Magic Knight might pop. Because I'm not going to build magic defense at all. We're just going to go straight defense on everyone. Because, yeah, they got tons of physical damage. And then just hope the team can focus down Magic Knight in every team fight and we'll be completely chill. So yeah, physical defense here. Attack speed, attack speed. I think Plague Doctor works decently with attack speed. Since it's going to be my tank, I could potentially go with HP second, but I think one defense will be enough. Now, Chicago, I'm going to do magic first. Because I do want him to be doing damage in the early team fights. Because that's the thing. The first item is obviously mainly the laning item, but what I found is the early team fights, you don't have your second item yet. So it can be risky and you can lose the game from there. So I need the damage. Right, I'm happy with the Berserker being with 2 attack speed items. But I think I'm going to try Pole Warrior with... Oh, do I do 1 attack damage or 2 attack damage? I'll try with 2 attack damage. Okay, look at this. Triple, I'm not, quadruple defense item, second item. I don't know, should I have one of them? Not... Oh, maybe. Should I have Ruby without the defense item? Just have one of them as glass. I think Ruby would be the best for that because he can dive in. All 3 of his skills have movement, have gap closing. So the theory is he's gonna dive in, burst with the extra attack damage. Yeah. That's going to be the strategy. And then the thing is, it can always dive in, take some damage, and then jump out with a movement skill. And if everybody else is building physical defense, I think it should be fine. So let's see how this runs. Yeah, all of their damage is basically nullified. Obviously, well, not necessarily completely. Obviously, but oh my god, they're all building damage items as well. But yeah, their damage is going to be quite low against most of our champions. It's just the Magic Knight that's going to be the issue. But the thing is, it does a lot of physical damage as well. It's just its skills that do magic damage, of course. Yeah, so I'm very curious how this is going to go. Gank attempt up top, which would have been real good, real nice. Yeah, until Ruby gets a couple more, well, I'll say a couple more skills. There's only 2 more to go, but maybe once it gets to level 3, it'll be fine. Matumman coming in for the gank. I was going to say he might be able to get it, but he just gives him a little love tap and runs away. We're pushing them at bottom, which is nice. How is top going? Yeah, it's going. It's not much to it. We're massive route at the bottom. Would absolutely love to kill that ninja a few times. Yeah, Vital is being pushed back. Oh my god, we're going to get the Gambler at mid. That's fantastic. Yeah, and I do need to keep an eye on Ruby because I'm trying them with attack damage. Oh my god, that ninja does do a lot of damage. We're trying to kill Dr. Bear, but I don't agree. Oh, the ninja jumps in. We should be able to get the kill. Come on. Yes. Fantastic. If we didn't have the defense item on Plague Doctor definitely would have been dead there. Yeah, Ruby able to dodge those skills. Gonna have to be careful though of the taunt. Okay, we're going for Serpent. Vital doing really good work at the top there. Now, oh my god, are we going to kill the Darker Bear? That would be a fantastic opening to this fight. We've got to be careful of that ninja. It dives in. Oh my god, who went down? The Man and Initialize are dead. But we kill... Oh my god, 3 for 3. What a massacre. Come on, Chicago. Don't be scared. You need to get into melee. No! Damn it. Yeah, we lost more in that fight. I think we 4 to 3. But not wholly unhappy so far. Yeah, Vital is doing fantastic up top, which is good. We definitely want to do well. Fight goes down. Serpent. Oh, unfortunately, Ruby losing out to the ninja. It was very, very, very close though. Chicago wants to get some damage down, but not able to. Oh no, looks like top. Vital's losing control of top. Trying to go for Serpent again. Come on, Vital. Oh, he almost got the kill. He just didn't go for it. Okay, Ruby diving in on Ninja. Wants his revenge, but the Whipper is there. He takes a lot of damage, but he does get the kill on the Ninja. That is fantastic. Right, and we get the kill on Serpent. Finally, we have been trying to do it for ages. 15 seconds until Morgard. Yeah, and the game is... It looks very even, but I feel it's in our favour. Trying to get some damage down on the Darker Bear, but not able to get the kill. Morgard is ready and waiting. We're getting some damage on the bottom tower. That is fantastic. Oh, but we are losing the top tower, which is not great. Can we catch one of their team members out? Oh, they're coming with 4. We've only got 3, although Chicago comes in. Focus down there. Oh my god. Ruby went down. Should perhaps picked up defense item. We're trying to kill the Darker Bear. Initialize goes down. Oh no, that's not great. Not great at all. They're gonna get the first Morgard. Okay. Yeah, that team fight didn't go very well. Ruby's not engaging at a very good time. He's just going in and then dying too quickly. I'm definitely thinking I should have put a defense item on him. But we'll see. Oh, we get bottom tower. That's great. But yeah, we'll have to see how the game develops. Ninja dives in under tower. We're not able to punish him. Initialize does go down though. Okay, Man trying to get a kill. But actually takes a lot of damage from the Darker Bear. Yeah, we're looking like it's starting to swing in the opponent's favour, which not very happy about. But the last game, same happened. Okay, trying to get a kill on a ninja. Not able to grab it. Chicago goes down. Man, come on, kill the... damn it, the Magic Knight. We are being overrun. We just need a good engagement. If we get good engagement, we just wipe them out. Chase them down. And we'll take the map back. But at the moment, they're just stomping through our towers. It's really bad. Man gets ulted by the Plague Doctor, so he's able to survive a little bit longer, but goes down. He does kill Gambler in return. Oh my god, Ruby goes down. Initialize and Vital very low. Jesus. I don't even really know what's going wrong. I thought this would be an easy win. But Chicago is now building physical defense. Man now building physical defense. If we can hang on, we are going to get our second items, which is physical defense, which means we're going to take a lot less damage. Okay, we finally get a kill on a Darker Bear. Now we're getting some good engagements. We kill their Magic Knight. And we're going to go for Serpent. The opponent, I don't think they can contest. No, it goes down. Can we jump on the Gambler? Ruby should have enough damage to kill the Gambler. Yeah, there it goes. the support of the Plague Doctor. Okay. Looking like we want to go for Morgard. They will be one man down. Oh no, they just go for top. No, they go for Morgard. They will be one man down. So if we can do damage quickly, yeah, we can. Unless they can get a steal. But we've switched to focusing down Ducker Bear, and now we're going... Oh, Ruby was going after Magic Knight, but he gets bursted down. Madonna Man was on like 1 HP, holy crap. We're going to finish off Morgard. Come on. Yes, okay, we get Morgard, right. Not bad, 1 for 1 plus Morgard. Now, I do have them rolling as a 5-man team, which I don't enjoy, because the opponent's split across all lanes, so we might receive a lot of tower damage here. But we'll have to see what the team does. It's definitely still close. I think we're on the back foot, but we've just had a swing in our favour. We killed Gambler. Oh, come on. We need some decisive action. Don't run back. Oh, I suppose they need to sort out the lanes, don't they? That's fair, that's fair. Right, we're talking about diving in on a ninja. Ah, but he decides not to carry on. Right. Ruby not able to do much against the Magic Knight. Initializer's coming in. We get the tower. I say we. The minions do it. 5 seconds till Serpent. Ruby dives in on a Duck a bit. I'm actually wholly unimpressed with Ruby. The pole dancer's not doing the damage. Yeah, perhaps should have picked a defensive item second. Yeah, maybe attack speed is better. I'll try attack speed next time. But we can see, because he is building the attack speed next. Okay, Vital. That's what I expect from pole dancer. Dive in and just kill. Gonna go for Serpent. 10 seconds till Morgard as well. We get Serpent. Starting to swing back in our favour. Initialize. Buffing himself. Metal Man coming in, but not able to get much damage off before he decides to back out. Ruby diving in. And the whole team on the Ducker Bear. Ducker Bear has not built any defense, and he's still quite tanky. Ninja dives in. Able to get the kill. Holy crap. We do eventually kill him, and then we get the Magic Knight, and now we're killing the Gambler. Oh my god. And we kill also... Oh no, we didn't also. Ducker Bear was already dead. So we trade 1 for 3 there. That is pretty good. We're going to start the Morgard. The opponent cannot contest. Just got to be worried about the Whipper stealing. Which is very possible. Here it comes. We get the stun on him though. And we get Morgard. And we get the kill. Fantastic. But we need to defend our base because the minions are pushing our base, which is not great. We kill the Ducker Bear. Can we go for the ninja? No, we're going to go for the Gambler. Ruby takes a ton of damage from tower. We get the middle tower from the minions, and there is such a huge amount of minions here. There is no way they can defend. Oh my god. That was 2 games that could have gone either way. Holy ballsack. But I don't really know why that was such a tough game. I mean, Ruby came around in the end, but I think... I don't know, I think attack speed might be better for pole dancer. I will try some practice games, if I remember that is. I'll try it in some practice games to do attack damage, but I don't know. Didn't really work out how I wanted it to. Plus, that's the thing is, you don't lose that much damage necessarily because you get crit chance, you know. And if you crit, you do bunch of bonus damage. Plus, with the attack speed, you get more attacks. But the theory was, you dive in and do a bit of burst. But I don't know. I'm not sure if it really worked out. Potentially could have gone defense item first. Just because of the dive, you see. Yeah. Gonna have to toy with that. Because I use pole dancer a lot to some good effect. Like before, but I always set them to choose their own items. I'll have to see if I can look back. I don't know. Yeah, I might just look at some older videos where I use pole dancer a lot, and just see what items they built. Because maybe I need to build defense first. Because that's like pretty much how I build the, what's it called? The dual blader is a defense item first, either HP or physical defense, depending on the opponents we're up against. And it's able to do a lot of damage, even with a defense item first. So, yeah, maybe that is just... Maybe I should just build a defense item on the pole warrior. Let's see if I got the schedule set. Yeah, I've got Zero Fang. Aren't they one of the... Oh no, they're here. Do I... Can I see... I don't know if I can see the... if I'm able to look up the team history. Oh, regardless, let's go waltz forward. We're on a 3-game win streak. Nice. Vital. Holy crap. With 2 MVPs. But he did do fantastic on the fighter. He didn't get any deaths again. He did get 4 deaths, unfortunately, though, in the previous game. But yeah, he did a good job of tanking. Jesus. Here's the league meta report if you would like to see it. And that is where I'm going to leave this episode. Very tense fights those were. I definitely thought on both games that we were going to lose, but we brought it back in the end. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.